reality slashing. You two visions collide, breaking the routine, standing out the norm in Gothic Twilight's gleam. Master and Raven, together they scheme. Digital phantoms rise, therapy sessions posted, drawn and prying eyes. Raven writes in twilight beneath stormy skies, reality twisted, blurred like a disguise. Gothic Legion follows, comments drop like rain. Master's dark wisdom, Raven's poetic pain. Digital worlds conquer, yet a hollow gain. Wandering shadows, tethered by a chain. Illuminated screens, artificial light, curtains drawn, late into the night. True selves masked, lost within the bite. Master and Raven, clinging to the fight. YouTube visions collide, breaking the routine, standing out the norm in Gothic Twilight's pact, binding the lost, bringing sanity back. Between screens and dreams, reality slashing. YouTube visions collide, breaking the routine, standing out the norm in Gothic Twilight's gleam. Master and Raven, together they scheme. Their digital phantoms rise, therapy sessions posted, drawn and prying eyes.
First of all, I want you two kids to know this is a safe space, okay? Feel free to express yourselves. Don't be afraid. I sense there's an enabler here, but we'll get to that.
Bowser, I feel like he has to be on my list.
Because he's
Bowser.
bondage daddy sexy.
Bondage daddy, but also like
Good
literal
father.
daddy.
Yeah.
You heard her.
I'm not repeating that.
Really? We've just received a cease and desist letter from Wings Interactive alleging defamation, tortious interference, and reputational harm. They claim our video constitutes malicious and reckless disregard for the truth. Oh no. First off, I want you to take that C&D and wipe your ass with it and throw it in the trash. Secondly, let's see what they have to say, because these people are scared shitless. Oh, you piece of this guy. Motherfucker, you got me. God damn it, Master TDS. God damn you. Fuck.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man! Master does not like the way I eat muffins.
Okay, I'm sorry, but when I'm a normal person, you eat the muffin, you take bites, and you finish the muffin, and it has the wrapper, and you throw the wrapper out, and you're done. My wife eats it like in tiny little bites, and then bites the wrapper and like bites pieces off of like the on the wrapper.
What's wrong with eating the scraps?
It looks weird.
But there's literally no one else there. It's just you and me at breakfast.
It annoys me. Like literally, she like will bite it off, but she'll do it like a little squirrel. Like, it's like, stop it.
I'm enjoying the muffin.
Enjoy it quietly.
Why are you running?
Seems like Wings flew too close to the sun and got burned. Hello, we're the sun.
I would say more like disintegrated, but yes. And why are we the sun?
Because we shine a light in the darkness.
But we're goth. We are the darkness.
I saw him take it.
What did you do?
I stole a secret chocolate stash.
I'm getting chocolate, honey. Would you like some chocolate?
Why are you getting chocolate?
Because it'll help me calm down.
Okay.
Please?
Maybe we should wait till after the stream.
I don't wanna. I want chocolate now.
We're in the middle of a show.
And?
We're in the middle of a show. You're not eating chocolate right now.
But I'm upset and I want chocolate.
No, you just want chocolate.
That too.
All right, listen up, you bunch of lost souls and weirdos. It's showtime. You want to survive in this world of pop culture chaos? Well, here's the secret. You got to hit that subscribe button over on Gothic Therapy's YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Do it or I'll come knocking, and trust me, you don't want me as a house guest. Don't be shy. Whack that button like you're slamming the door of your in-laws. And hey, hit the bell too, or I'll be haunting your dreams. Catch you on the other side, baby.
In the heart of chaos where agendas collide, master of the TDS and Raven stand side by side. Exploring the madness, we uncover the proof with sharp wit and insight. We're the voice of the truth. Welcome to Psycho-Synopsis, the dark side of the truth. Dive deep into the madness you cannot refute. Secrets of the asylum, come free your mind. Crazy or not, let us be your guide. Diving into the shadows where secrets reside. We'll tear down the facade of culture's villains can't hide. Wild theories and whispers in the dark. Join us on this journey, reignite the spark. So tune in and listen, let's spark the debate. With Master and Light and your Raven, your salvation awaits.
Welcome, seekers of the asylum,
For those searching for salvation,
or embracing the insane.
you have come to the right place. Good afternoon or evening, depending on where you are on the globe.
Yep, and yes, it's an early show. We mentioned this last week. We have a prior commitment, which we will be able to tell you about, but not now. So
Yes, we'll
We'll-
tell
we'll-
you. We'll be able to tell you about it next week.
eventually.
Yes, probably next week.
So, yeah, it will be a thing. So that's why we're doing it early. It was either do an early stream or have no stream. So
And we wanted to stream.
we do not have media or game therapy today because we have other commitments today that we have to get done. I've hinted at it last stream, but I'll mention it again. We're working on a very significant Sweet Baby Inc. video. And I know people might be tired of Sweet Baby Inc., but this one, trust me, you won't be tired of. It's quite a significant video. And we're taking all of our time making it. We're taking our time making it, I should say, because we want to make sure that it's good. We want to make sure that it's done correctly and that it's airtight. And that's what we're doing. So that's part of the things we're doing today. Not completely, but you get the idea.
Mm-hmm. So basically, once we're done with the stream, we'll be working on that.
Yeah, a little bit, because long story short, the first recording wasn't so great. We had to revise the script. The script's been revised like 10 times. I can't even tell you how many times.
That's because you nitpick.
Well, no, because this one is really significant, and I think it's
I
going to
know.
really
But you
hard.
also nitpick.
Yes, but this one I need to nitpick because it's really important. I think we spent more time on this one than we did with the entire French government one, with the government grants.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. A couple things. As we said, yes, this is an earlier stream. We have a prior commitment. Next thing is I did get an update from Spartan. Flash Sentry, I didn't mention this to you, Honey, is that he has been working on making what he's doing is he's going to make our mouths more organic looking, more normal for our characters, and he's going to make our eyes more normal as well in regards to that. He said that he's working on the mouth. He's made some great progress with that, at least for mine. And he's going to go with yours afterwards. So things are moving forward. Just look, I think we're okay until it happens, but like I can't promise it'll happen in the next week or so. We'll have to wait and see.
I'm fine if it happens in the next few months, as long as he doesn't stress out about it.
Yep. He's a good guy.
I'd rather Spartan, if you're listening, I'd rather you take your time. Right, honey?
Yes, of course. I always tell him to
No,
take his
I'm
time.
talking about you too.
We're not talking about that.
I know, but you also tend to rush things.
Okay. Thanks
Never
for just
mind.
taking a bus and just throwing me
I'm
under it and then
sorry,
backing up.
Sorry. Just give me the bad kitty and we'll move on to the chat.
Where is the back key? I move things around. There it is. Behave.
Meow. Meow.
But also, we do have a change to the tiers because I'm going to be honest with you guys. Do we like getting money, super chats? Yes, we do.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
I'll be honest. However, that's not what we do this for. We do it more for fun, and that's kind of a bonus. So we did the tier things that we stole from Smash, who stole it from Hypnotic, and we were trying to figure out what would be a good tier system and whatever. So we decided to change things up. Before tier 1 was $200. We're making it $100, and then $300 for the next tier and $500 for the third tier, and that's pretty much it for now.
Mhm.
I don't think we're planning to make any more yet, but again, it's not a priority. If you'd like to give money, you can. I will say what's interesting is that we do now have clips for both tiers. So all the tiers have clips now.
Yes.
So we change our hats for the first two, and then the third tier is the chair stream thing, which we do as well. So those are the tiers. I think those are much better, much safer, and much more within, people, because people times are tough. We're not trying to make people give us money unless, of course, they want to. So that's their thing. Okay. Hopefully, I didn't make that sound worse than I thought I think it sounded. Anyways, honey, would you like to let people know the goal for today?
Today's goal, if we get a total of 30 super chats.
I lowered it.
I said 30, not 50.
No, I was letting people know that I lowered it because the past 2 weeks I'd done 50 for fun, so I lowered it.
And
You're welcome.
yeah, and then nothing happened. So if we get 30 super chats, regardless of how much they are, Master will upload either the chair stream video or one of the new videos for the tiers to YouTube.
You're getting robotic for me. I don't know if it's anybody else.
La.
You're fine now. But no, hello?
What? You froze.
I'm fine.
Oh, you internet!
We'll fix it. We're actually looking into a fix for this that hopefully we'll be able to. Apparently, we both were robots for a second. We seem fine now, I hope.
Beep.
We're gonna fix this stuff with the internet. We've done our best with the internet, but Raven's usually a little bit worse off than me. We're gonna fix that.
Hopefully.
Things should be okay now, but yeah, the goal is if we get 30 super chats, what's gonna end up happening is I will either upload the chair stream or one of we have a new tier 2 clip that's a song, and I made it for fun.
It's very funny.
It's very funny. So if we get to tier 2, you'll get to see it. But otherwise, no pressure.
If you give us a total of $300, you'll get to see that clip.
Which you do not have to do. Anything you want to give is fine. You are not obligated.
Proctophile, we are counting on you to keep track of the counting.
Yeah,
Please.
Thanks so much. Sorry.
You've been very good at that.
We got to figure out a better way of doing that. Anyways,
not math.
Let's get a move on because we have to end a little bit punctually today. So we're going to get through everything, and then we're going to try to end as close to time, as close to 2 hours ish as possible. So
okay, ready. I am beginning the chat timer. 3, 2, 1, go.
We have Chris Styles says hello, Master Raven from England. Hope
Hi.
you are well. We are. Cross Assurance is clocking in for the stream. I believe it's 11 by him, so he's able to. We won't tell you to go to sleep yet.
He can finally join us.
Hello, everyone. Have a good stream today. Thunder Kid says clocking in for this stream early. Master and Raven, surprised you're not talking about the Coco Melon movie reveal or Prager Pascal's new anti-Semitism in this one. Thoughts on the topics? Coco Melon, I have little knowledge about, and quite frankly, don't care. I think that making a movie about it is fine. Whatever if they want to do. I think if it doesn't really affect me. as far as Pedro Pascal, I already don't like him as a person. So anything new that comes from him isn't really newsworthy because I already think when you already think someone's scum, there's only so much more that they could, when they use something that's scummy, you kind of just go, oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't really have anything else to say. The great one is here. It says diversity after clocking in. I'm also I'm listening, but this is also dinner time for you. Fine, diversity. Where is that clip? Here you go.
It's the differences that make our world so rich, diverse, and wonderful.
I still hate you though.
Yeah. Okay. Barry Stroud says hello, Master Raven. Salutations from New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Right?
I think so.
I got it
that's
right.
New Zealand,
I
yes.
got it
Yes,
right.
New
I
Zealand.
got it right. Haha. Hope you are well. Hail chat. We're good.
Hi, person.
The Proctor Files says, good afternoon, folks. Thanks for popping to the night shift early today. Yep. Next week will be normal time. And then I think the week after that, we're going to have something that's going to, a holiday that's going to make it not possible for us to stream.
Yeah. 2 Sundays from now is Shavuos.
Well, we'll let you guys know ahead of time. Again, I tell people this all the time, okay? If you want to keep up to date, I always make sure to post in the, post section of the channel.
Community tab.
Community tab. Forgetting what they changed its name. So the community tab, I always post there and let people know ahead of time. So if you're ever concerned about, hey, it doesn't look like there's a show coming up today, what's going on, always go there. It'll probably tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I say probably because I'm not perfect. Mermelade, this is Goth clocking in. Raven Mercer says meow.
Hello.
Griffin of Might says we need diversity for the Emperor. Oh boy.
Already did.
We already did the clip. You're too late. Youngblood Ray says the sun might be out, but we're still the night shift. Clock in. Yep.
Woo!
Pirate Dark Tanave. Said it right, right?
I think so.
Clocking into pirate time. Mr. Kruger with some rock-ons. Foot Potter Decker Miller with a rock-on. Yeah, don't forget to like. Anybody else? Void Saints laughing. Paladin Nemo says, Alyssa is now on YouTube's radar for violations. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Honestly, I'm going to say this because I'm pretty sure that she likes to watch our stuff, and I don't really know why. I'm pretty sure she was trying to make us part of her lawsuit, and here's what I'm going to say, okay? I really don't care. Her video was terrible, and I think that, you can't be upset when you start something and it comes back to you. You can, obviously, I think that nobody deserves harassment necessarily, but when you start it, you can't get mad that when you poke the bear, it swipes back at you. That's all I'm going to say.
Karma, yep. Karma is real, and it is a beautiful thing.
And Alyssa, if you take this and clip it out of context, first off, it'll look really weird because I'm a cartoon. Hi. Second, if you take it out of context, I will provide the context. And the context is, I don't think that you deserve to be doxxed. I don't think you deserve to have your family members harassed. And I think that you are the one causing most of your harassment. That's all. Point blank, I think that's factual. So, don't like
keep
it?
it rolling.
Yep. Okay. JPS says hello, everyone.
Hello.
Asian Sword Master says, oh, snap. Early show today. Probably going to be driving and listening. Asian Sword
Not a problem.
Hold on. I haven't done this already. And I think it's worth doing. What do you think, honey?
Doing what?
You can probably guess what I'm doing.
No.
I can find him. There he is.
I have no idea what you're doing.
I was going to add him as a mod.
Oh, then do that.
There you go.
Yay! We have a new orderly.
Yep. Because you've been around a lot and you made some great art and you had to deal with the whole. I think honestly we owe you that just for the whole thing with JDA and the hypno chair and you having to get dragged into that.
Oh yeah,
because
he's the one who made the chair.
Yeah. Jeremy Hughes reviews his Hail Master Raven and chat. Wookie Fever presents says, hey there, everyone. Hey, nice to see you. Honey Maui says griff. Sure. Storyman Jack says howdy. Hi. 3M5000 says hey.
Hello.
Sebrew says, let's go media monkeys. I know what that's referencing. Servant of God says, clonking in. Hope things go well. Hope things go well for you guys. We do too.
Indeed.
Okay. I think we've got everybody here. Is anybody new? Russ Williams says, hail all. Earlier this week. Yep. Just for this week. We have a prior commitment, which again, we will be able to tell you about. Just not today. We have to wait a couple days. So.
Be patient.
Extarlia says, early stream, is everything okay? Yes, everything is fine. We just have a commitment. So we couldn't do it. It was either do it at this time or don't do it at all. And I think that people might come later and be like, hey, there's no stream, but they'll have something to watch anyways. It will still be there.
3 minutes.
Spartan's got a lot on his plate right now. I understand it takes some extra time. Yep, I agree. Jin Woo says, time is of the essence for news, though. We don't need SBI deleting in fear like a lot of peers. Yes, again, I'm not worried about it being deleted or anything. I'm just taking our time to make sure that it's airtight. So when it does come out, because I'm sure it's going to shake up the hornet's nest. I'm sure it's going to kick the hornet's nest. We want to make sure that it doesn't have any problems. So, Okay, let's see. Anybody else? Thanks for joining. We got to change that. Thanks for right there. Because Whitsett.
Yeah, wizard.
Wait, you guys are early? This is Elemental Hero.
Yes, and we don't have to explain it again.
Yes, we're early. We got it. Link1231 says, Kokomon is the main source of brain rot making mindless iPad kids right now. To be fair, I think there's a lot of things that do that, but I can't necessarily disagree with you. Rayadin says, hail.
Hello.
Tiger King says, what, this day shift stream? Yes, we mentioned it. Shavuos, yes. How was Logboy Omer? It was okay.
Kind of boring.
Monocle says, I was gonna go to sleep now. You can. It'll be here. It'll be up here if you need to. Vowels, no vowels, says Mayo Mamba. What?
I do not know, honestly.
I'm sorry. I really don't understand what you're saying, but thanks. Say hi, nice to see you. 2K Gamer says, hello, Alyssa. Yes, hi, Alyssa.
And Wings, and SPI, and any of the others that like to stalk us.
James says, hello, got to see you're okay for my research. Define okay. Lord of Reese says, sorry I'm late. I was drawing squares nonstop to train for art. It's fine. Again, this is a different time. We didn't expect everybody to be there at this time. That's why we have the stream up on the channel afterwards, and that's why you make content out of it for everybody. And yeah, I think we're almost done. Happy Dinosaur 8000 says, happy day to you, Master Raven. Happy day to you, Dino. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, Dino.
Can I get a refill on my drink, please, Alyssa? Yeah. Table 2. Order now. I think, are we good?
I think so. There's 1 minute left on the timer. And
I'm
we
looking
have
to
some
see if
super chats.
I know we got some super chats already. I'm just double checking if there's anything I missed. I'm sure I missed something. Ace is a great choice to add to the team. I agree. They're your biggest fans? No. I'm going to be completely honest. Alyssa is not my biggest fan. And I'll tell you what, not my biggest. People were like, oh, she's their biggest hater. And I'm like, no, I have standards for my haters. See, she doesn't qualify. So sorry.
Yeah.
I qualify for a job at McDonald's, but not for my hater club. Sorry. It's an exclusive club, and only the top tier haters can be there. So I think we're good, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, let's go into these. What?
Cancel the timer. It had 5 seconds left.
Okay, here we go.
Youngblood Ray, member for 6 months. 6 months goes. Mwahahaha.
Thank you, big member, for 6 months.
Karasushiro gifted 1 Gothic Therapy membership.
Well, we have a clip for that. Where is it? I moved it to make it easier to get to.
Stop moving things around!
I moved it to make it easier to get to. Here we are.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
Thank you, Karasu. And the mace with a 149 super sticker of a black cat.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Man Jack for 199. Here is one. Thank you. We need to do another writing collab sometime. Robert Kearney for 199. Here's one for you. Thank you, sir. The mace for $10. I need my straitjacket. You lied to me last week. It was not down the hall, turn right, third door on the left. You have disturbed me to the point of mania. Straitjacket. I'd feel naked without it.
Oh, you see, you did it wrong. I said, I sit down the hall, turn to the. Did I say down the hall, turn to the right? I meant left, and then it's the fourth door on the right. I'm sure you won't fall into the pit of snakes that's somewhere in one of those doors either, okay? I'm sure you'll be fine. If you do fall in there, just ask the snakes for directions.
I'm mostly just surprised that he remembered the whole spiel. Karazushiro for €5. We want the songs.
We'll see about getting there.
Servant of God for $2. So at this rate, June will be insane. Fun times. Sir, every day and month are insane.
I'm like, you have to be more specific about what you mean. Because I'm like, oh, this will be insane? You mean like it already is?
Everything is insane. Why do you think we're an asylum?
Yes, but we keep the really insane people. They're downstairs. You know the snake. I just talked about the snake pit. There's like a pit that's much deeper down somewhere, and that's where the exclusive VIP members are. And by VIP means we don't want them.
Yeah, those are the ones that are really in the. Those are the ones that are in the more secure padded cells. Youngblood Ray for $5.
No, it's VIP for victim in prison. The mic picked up part of that.
Well, I did have to lean back a little bit so that the mic could hear me. Youngblood Ray for $5. Listening from work. Hope Sunday is good. So far, this Sunday is good, except for Master's stress.
I'm always stressed. So when is it new?
Fair point. Storm Rains for $5. Clocking in early and really tired thanks to a long hike. Y'all heard of that new AI Darth Vader in Fortnite? Holy moly is all I can say. Yes,
yeah,
I did.
Apparently I heard that it cursed. So that's interesting.
That's
in
hilarious.
James Earl Jones' voice, that's not the best thing, I would say.
But hilarious.
No, VIP, very insane person. Lord Dragoniel says, hail all. Our Valkyrie's here. Deku Leader's here. Trying to see if there's anybody else. Thomas M says they patched the cursing problem immediately after that. Yes, I know, but come on, it did more than curse. Yes, I know.
And I saw Happy Dino said something that I thought was funny. She's not Haiti enough for the hater club.
Is she not Haiti enough for the hater club? Hater. Jose Taco says early stream. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I think we're good. We're all caught up.
I believe so.
Surprisingly, yes, it's an early stream. We get it.
Rewind so we can rewind to hear our explanation. We're not explaining it again. Wait,
someone said. Wait, I saw something funny. Where is it?
Where's what?
The bot guy is the biggest hater. He made you music. Well, now he's taking clips of Dark Brandon and from a channel called Dark Brandon, where I have no idea. And he's saying, "Hi, I'm Dr. Debunk, and I'm debunking this," and showing pictures of my posts. And I'm like, "Are you okay, dude?"
No, he's not okay. He's salty and bitter and has no life.
I'm so confused. I honestly don't understand. I literally don't understand.
Don't try to. You'll only hurt your beautiful
I
brain.
watch these and I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, what are you doing? Like,
Honey?
He literally took a picture of my post that I offered him a shirt, and he said, with Dark Brand, I'm debunking this, and it's like, I'm the part of the Dark Brand Club. I'm like, are you okay? Like,
Honey?
are you like what?
As
what's
I have
wrong
told
with
you, as I keep telling you, stop trying to understand these people. You will only hurt your brain.
It's an interesting case study. Hit the like button. Okay, yeah, before we get into the topics, just a reminder that you should hit the like button because the Master of Ceremonies demands it.
Yes.
What do you think of this? You like it?
Do it.
Public service announcement. Yes, it's an earlier stream. Next week is back to normal. Then you come again. You can go again. Yep. All
Thank
right.
you, Great
Let's
One.
get into our topics. As we said, we do not have media or game therapy this week. I did potentially get media therapy, but I think we're going to kind of skip it for sake of time.
I mean, yeah, it is for the best considering our prior commitment tonight.
Yep, and we got to make sure. No, actually, that's no longer approximately $2. Use code VNXNet for 5% off your Gothic Therapy merch. I think it doesn't work anymore.
You'll have to double check. No one buys our merch anyway.
I'm pretty sure the problem with the discounts is that because of how inexpensive we made them like the lowest possible. It will not let the discounts work. It won't let. It literally does not allow us to do it.
We sacrifice making a profit off of the merch so you guys can afford the merch.
Which is fine. You don't have to buy it, but we did it as low as we can so that like it literally is like, $1 off. No, you can't do that. We wouldn't make any money. It's like, but Swift -1 is here. Okay, good. All right. I think we're ready for the first topic.
Mm-hmm. Believe we're all caught up.
And I don't think we've hit any tiers yet. So we have clips for every tier now. Just want to say that.
We do have a new subscriber.
Where? Oh,
Joseph John. Whoever you are. Thank you for subscribing.
It's good quality merch. Hope so.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a sticker a while back. Really like it. That's great. Your backgrounds have gone blue. Yep, we made them blue on purpose.
I mean,
we do that
you said
you
you did say you might not turn these into individual videos. So is it worth it?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Just in case.
Okay.
My
I really like my purple
night
background.
shift. Sorry, I'm late. Yep, it's fine. We'll turn it back on right after. All right, let's get
Okay.
into the first topic right now. Spider-Noir's first teaser slipped.
So Amazon's alarms were tripped.
They scrubbed the leak with legal might.
A cage in black still stole the night. I don't know if you guys saw this. Like everyone was, I know everyone was reacting to the Spider-Man Noir trailer, and and as I work for that park place, I told my editor Marvin that I would like to do the article about it. And in my research for the article, I noticed that the other website I was sourcing, their link to the video was no longer valid. It actually said in their article, this video is no longer available due to copyright from Amazon Ltd.
Which basically means
I looked into it more. I told my editor. He said, "Okay, you need to rework this story because that is very important." Basically, I found out that that the trailer was indeed real because Amazon started copyright claiming it everywhere they could.
Basically, to clarify, because not that you said it wrong, but you get it away to clarify for people who aren't understanding. Basically, the trailer's real. Not only is it real, it wasn't meant to come out yet. It was a leak.
Yeah. Even though people people who reacted to it on their channels may or may not have noticed that those videos got struck.
Some of them did get copyright claimed. Some of them did not. It depends on how they look through it, I'm guessing. But it was a 30-second teaser. It was pretty good. There was pretty much most people were giving it like positive responses.
Yeah,
but
you would think that the positive response would make Amazon want to keep it up, but no, they panicked because someone decided to release it early ahead of schedule without their knowledge or counsel. And so they started firing away with legal stuff and taking down the video everywhere they could.
Which I understand why people would do this when it's a leak, but the thing is, I get like removing it from like the sites that are hosting it fine.
Mhm.
But like, if someone reacts to it and it's a positive thing, and I'm not, even if it's a negative thing, I think that unless they find out really quickly or issue a statement that it's a leak, which I don't believe Amazon has done.
They haven't. As far as I know, they haven't. The only reason I know that it was a leak was because they were taking it down. This photo of Spider-Man Noir on the right here was the only official thing that Amazon released in regards to promotion recently.
Yes, I want to mention that I think that if they had made a public statement and said, "Hey guys, yes, we've seen you guys seen the trailer. It's not meant to be out yet," or something, whatever. I understand why they wouldn't, but a lot of people reacted to it, and I feel bad because there were people commenting on the post that I made about it, basically saying like, "Hey, yes, my channel got hit for this," and again, but I don't think there was any copyright strikes, so I'll give them credit for that. But even getting like copyright claimed and taken down copyright claim, it's a different thing than just getting. It's not ideal, and I think that if I was Amazon, I would have just kind of rolled with the punches and been like, "It's a 30-second teaser. It looks pretty good. People are running with it."
Yeah, and people were reacting positively to it because we did see it before it got taken down. It's a damn good trailer.
It's good. It looks good. I like Nicolas Cage in this. I'm actually hopeful for this, and I'm gonna say this because look, I'm not a huge fan of Amazon either. I think that they have some things they've done really well and some things they've done really badly, like Rings of Power, for example, badly. But the thing that gives me hope for this is it's not a Marvel product. It's not a Disney product in the same way. Now, yes, it's probably still has some association with Marvel, but it's not being made by Disney. And let's face it, you screwed up when you're Disney when you bring back Daredevil and people don't show up to watch it.
Yeah.
But
we dipped out of Daredevil after episode 3, I think.
It wasn't as good as the Netflix one, and I know some people liked it, and if you liked it, that's totally cool. But for me, it just wasn't scratching the itch for me. I'm hoping this will do it. I'm willing to give this a watch, and I'm going to be honest. The reason is not because it's Amazon, not because it's not Disney. It's because of Nicolas Cage. I like Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man Noir. I want to see this. I want to see how he does in the role, and I'm hoping it's a good job. It looks good. I like the look. I like what I've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be out for quite some time still, but I'm looking hopeful for it.
No, it's set to be released in 2026.
Yeah, so again, it's not going to be out for quite some time. If I was Amazon, I would have just rolled with it. I think copyright claiming and copyright striking things down from channels wasn't exactly the best way to go about it. But you know what? Again, I understand. I can understand where they were coming from. I just think I would have handled it differently personally. I really think that this is not just Amazon. There's a lot of places that will, if you react to a trailer, they will copyright claim your video and take it down. And I think that's kind of silly because it's free promotion. Like, there's no reason not to do that. So it brings up the question of a wider audience appeal, and the idea being like, maybe for trailers we don't do that,
Yeah, maybe for scenes, like full-on scenes, you can copyright claim things. But for trailers are literally the promotion material. They promote the product. So why would you want to take down the promotion for your product when people were reacting positively to said promotion of the said product? Doesn't really make much sense.
It does in a way, because I can understand Amazon probably didn't want it out there or whatever. And I would be honest, I don't think like Amazon is personally directing people to attack, but I'm sure that they have a department that covers this stuff. And I'm sure they were just kind of going out there and doing their jobs. But if I was Amazon, I would have just rolled with it, especially given all the positive buzz about it. Roll with the punches, put out a 30-second teaser, and move on. If it was like let's say like the entire first episode leaked, or the entire first trailer, like 2 minutes long, leaked. Okay, I could get it then.
Yeah.
But it's 30 seconds.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. Yeah.
There was no need. There was no need to do that.
And come on, Amazon. It was a good 30 seconds. People were loving it. Not just for Nick Cage, but because it actually had the good noir feeling to it.
Yep. So we'll have to wait and see how this does. Again, obviously, some people's reactions have remained up. Some people's have not. I wish luck to anybody who does react to it. Maybe you'll get away with not getting struck. But yeah, it was interesting what we saw. I can't wait to see more.
Indeed. That was good.
Yep.
Okay.
And I know you don't like the backgrounds being different, but we just have to do it just for the cards.
I know. I just like my new background that you made for me.
Yep. Okay. Everybody's saying Nick Cage killed in server recently. Nick Cage is good. Yes, I know Amazon.
I pretty much said in my article that people are going to show up for Nick Cage. He does have that kind of power.
First topic is the main course. Nice, but should have done it at the end.
No. We do what we want.
No, we did it at the beginning because last week we literally did Ironheart as our main topic, and I didn't want to do it again, so I wanted to have an excuse to make us a noir style, which I did. Just verified that VNX, that code VNX, that still works 5% off. Okay, cool. Okay, I think we're good. I think we've caught up with everything. I see Peter Van. Birdie, be good.
You covered him, right?
Clearly not enough.
Go cover him then.
Birdie, be nice.
Go cover him.
I'm asking if he's going to behave. You going to behave? I don't have to cover you. Okay,
Go cover him. So Master is going to cover the bird. Don't know how the microphone is picking up all the motion beyond the microphone. Puffer is the most adorable menace that ever shrieked. And we love him.
I'm back.
Your avatar was bouncing.
I know. Puffer cam when I figure out how to do it.
If ever.
No, he's not covered up completely. He's just the front of his cage. The back of his cage is always is uncovered, so he's fine. We're not mean like that, but he sometimes even if we give him attention, he'll sometimes be like, "Hey, I want more attention," and it's like, "Wait, we'll give you some after the stream."
Mm-hmm. Puffer's very, I don't know, what's the word? Screechy? Yeah, screechy. I said screechy.
Yep. Okay, I think you might have to you might have the mic auto level if it's picking up noises. I know. I don't have time to deal with it right now. The mic settings have been pretty good. It's also the sensitivity of the microphone volume sensitivity. So if I do this, suddenly you see that my character doesn't move at all. If I do this, suddenly it does. So that's a setting on the actual program that I'm using. So it's not perfect.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it is something we got to look into fixing. Right now, I'm going to be completely honest. People are like asking, "Oh, can we have like a calendar to let us know when dates are?" It's like, I don't have time. I don't have time for this.
You used to have time. Now you don't.
Well, look, I think after this video of C Baby Inc., I think I'm going to take a step back from this stuff just for a bit, not to like be done with it. I think I'm going to like focus on just doing our regular weekly content.
Who wants to place bets on whether or not that'll actually happen?
Don't make me back to you.
I'm sorry, but you said it yourself. You might not actually adhere to that own rule. Just saying. Every time you say you're going to stop, suddenly you start again. Meow.
Be good.
I'm still right.
Be good.
Meow.
Made you guys when I can make next month. Let me know. Oh, okay. Thank you.
You made us a calendar?
I gotta see that now.
Please show us.
It's in the. I see it. Oh, that's so adorable.
Where? Oh! Cute.
Wait. Hold on. 8 p.m.
What?
Pacific time?
Should be 7.
7. I think. Yeah. It should be.
Should be 7.
Leftover stickers.
Use the leftover stickers. Okay, then.
It's cute. It's cute. But we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly just don't have time right now. You're only proving her right. I'm not proving anybody right. Okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. In chat, you mentioned you can play a Spider-Noir, a great game. Yes, I love that game. I've played it. It's great. All right. We don't have media therapy technically, but we are going to have some because we are going to react to something that we're going to be covering in our next topic. I don't think we're anywhere near close to a tier, correct?
I don't believe so, but we do have 101 people in our chat.
We do?
Or 102, it says, watching.
Oh, well, thank you. It's an earlier stream, so.
Hi, 102 people. Please like, subscribe, and join our asylum.
2 of them just left.
Aw, but why?
43. We are almost halfway to tier 1. The only reason I want to get there is so that I could show you guys the new clips we have for them. But if we don't, we don't. All right, let's get into the next topic then. Sure. This one is one that I hate talking about, but we'll talk about it, and then we'll react to something that's going to be technically media therapy as part of it, and then we'll kind of move from there. Oh.
Thank you, and you're welcome.
Love you guys. Don't worry, still here. No, grift harder. We're not. I'll be completely honest. I don't mind. People sending us money, but like I'm not gonna do like the pre-stream legends or anything. Not because I think that people are bad who do them. It's just not our style.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into the next topic.
Yes.
The screen. All right.
And Skyfall, it is of a controller saying critical hit.
Thank you. Okay, let's get into the next topic right now. Ironheart flops before it airs.
But Mephisto rumors spark some stares.
Sasha's name, a devil's grin.
And Marvel hides the truth again.
Oh boy, we're talking about my most favoriteest character in the entire world. I totally don't despise this character and everything that makes them what they are, including like everything. I don't totally despise this character, this show at all. It's clearly my favorite character. That's why I want to talk about it.
And he's talking about the fake genius, not the devil.
No, I'm being sarcastic.
I know, and I was trying to make a joke, and I failed miserably.
Yes, you did. All right, why are we talking about this again? Well, because there's been speculation for some time with this show that because it involves the Hood, a character from the comics who's known to have magical stuff, that Mephisto, yes, Mephisto, was going to be in this, and that Sacha Baron Cohen was going to be playing him. Now, we don't have confirmation of him playing Mephisto. We do have confirmation that he is in the cast. He is. We have confirmation of that from official filings. However, we haven't ever had any signs. But there's been speculation and leaked images for some time. However, these most recent ones kind of seem real.
Mm-hmm. People online were saying that it's AI. If it is AI, then it is very convincing AI. And AI is usually not very convincing.
I'm going to say this, okay? Let's imagine that it's not AI for a minute. It's bad. It looks bad enough that it could be, okay? But let's say it's not AI. I'm not surprised that Marvel would stoop this low. The fact that they're hiding it really begs the question. I saw someone who said this, and if this is true, I am going to be so angry. I didn't mention this to you, honey, and you're going to hate this.
All right, please enlighten me.
Someone's theory is the reason they're putting out Ironheart is because what ends up happening here is they're going to reshoot and include an end scene where Riri makes a deal with Mephisto to bring back Tony, and that Tony becomes Doctor Doom.
Ah.
I'm really just hoping that that's just a rumor and not true.
But I could totally see them doing it.
That would totally be a buzzkill. Oh my god.
They totally would though.
I know they're saying he's going to be from an alternate universe or whatever, but like, tell me you can't see them doing that.
I can see them doing that. That's why I used the bleep button.
Yeah, and let's imagine that what we've seen, this clip, isn't true. Let's say it's AI. A, it doesn't disprove that Mephisto will be in it. And B, does that not say a lot for the quality of the Marvel shows that have been coming out, that we cannot tell if something is AI or not just based on looking at it?
Yeah, because their CGI sucks. Hell, in Daredevil, they use CGI pigeons instead of filming actual New York pigeons.
That bothered me because literally...
That was so stupid.
Your mic is picking up part of that.
Sorry, but I was saying, who does that? Because that's so dumb, not to mention a huge waste of money.
And I want to mention something, and I'm not trying to throw shade or attack anybody. I'm just going to say this, okay? Ironheart is not going to be a good show. I'm saying this up front. Everybody's crying racism, whatever. No, it's not going to be a good show for a bunch of reasons. It's not just because Riri is a girl boss and stole everything she got and got her powers from a wealthy white man. It's also because if you'll notice the cast here, there are a bunch of drag queens in this because they're going to have a lot of trans people in this. And have nothing against, look, do whatever you want with your stuff, but they were doing it and putting stuff out there, basically like making it part of the marketing. And you know, when they do that, it's going to be crap.
Yeah. But one of the three things that I think shows that this might actually be a real clip that was leaked is, I don't know if anyone really paid attention to the trailer, but there was a blink and you miss it still of someone surrounded by red ambiance with horns.
Yeah, so maybe we'll get Mephisto.
I think that Mephisto is actually going to be in this. Though I do agree with what Master said a couple days ago. It would have made more sense for Mephisto to be introduced in Agatha.
I would have gladly taken Mephisto and Agatha. It would have made a lot more sense. Or in WandaVision. Or literally in anything else but the show.
Yep.
Technically,
he should be introduced with Ghost Rider, but obviously that didn't happen.
But think about this. Think about this, okay? You have this character that is new that you're trying to push out there. And instead of doing something creative or clever, you're like, you know what we should do? Magic.
No. That's dumb.
Here's the thing. Here's a pitch I was going to give, okay?
Mm-hmm.
In the comics, and I don't know if this is in the MCU because they haven't mentioned it specifically, but in the comics, Obadiah Stane, when he dies, you know Obadiah Stane, Ironmonger from the first Iron Man movie. When he dies, whatever, he actually has a son, Ezekiel Stane, who literally, instead of making Iron Man armor, turns his body into a weapon. So he implants things into his body and basically makes himself into a living Iron Man suit.
Interesting.
Now, would it not be cool to have this be her fighting Ezekiel Stane? You could do a really... This is what annoys me about this character so much, is because the potential was here. You could have rewritten this character and made it that maybe the character comes back from Wakanda Forever and decides, you know what? Iron Man isn't for me. I'm going to go, you know, I'm myself. I'm going to do whatever. And then because she was in armor at one point, Ezekiel Stane is coming after her because she still has the plans for the Iron Man suit. And she has to suit up to defend her friends and her family and fight back against a crazy homicidal maniac.
But you see, that would have made sense. And people at Marvel don't know how to write sense.
And it would have tied her back to Tony in a way that they haven't done, saying, thumbs up, kid, I like Ironheart. Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah, but as I said, that would have made sense and would have been a good idea and would have made a good story. Nobody at Marvel that is literally... Everyone at Marvel and Disney are literally allergic to that.
But now we get this girl boss who, again, stole everything she did. Literally, everybody was getting mad at me. She's not stealing. Yes, if the Hood steals for her and she takes the money, she is stealing. That is how stealing works. It does not matter that she did not go and actually take the money. If she is getting given money and she takes it, she is stealing. She is Iron Thief.
And victim.
Yes. And this is a stupid character. This is a stupid show. It's not going to do well because it already has so many controversial elements to it. It would not surprise me if Mephisto is in this, but it would also not surprise me if it turns out that these images we have of him are fake. It's possible.
It could be either or for all we know, it could be both.
But I'm going to say this. The fact that we are getting AI footage potentially, of this out there, and we cannot tell if it is actually AI or Marvel footage, just tells you how far the bar has fallen. This show has been finished for 5 years. They memory hold it so hard because they did not want to release it, but they were contractually obligated to. Keep in mind, the actress, Dominique Thorne, is 5 years older than she was when she was in this.
That is true.
So think about if they wanted to bring her back, they're going to have to explain why she's 5 years older for some reason.
Yeah. And they can't use the blip as an excuse anymore.
This is just stupid. This show is stupid. This character is stupid. They have the potential to change the character. They've done it for other ones. They're clearly not. Whether we know Sacha Baron Cohen is involved with this, whether he's Mephisto or not, whether this is an image of him or not, doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, this is a creatively bankrupt franchise. And Ironheart, what they should have done is found a way to just dump it on. You know what they could have done? They could have just dumped it quietly on Disney Plus and not said anything.
They could have, but they didn't.
But they're hoping by saying, "Hey, Robert Downey Jr. gave his approval. Look, guys." Nobody cares.
Seriously, no one cares. I think that's a good place to stop.
Me too. I hate this character.
We also hit tier 1.
We did?
Yes, we did. We got 2 $20 super chats during this topic.
Oh gosh. Okay, we'll get to those in just a minute. Done driving process that we may do orderly powers. I don't believe that. Let's see. Ironheart. I lost it. Oh God. God Bowser. That image is cursed.
Yep.
Okay. But before we get into the chat here, I see everybody would get the super chats. We actually have a piece of media therapy to react to. Let's get to the super chats first, and then we'll kind of get to that. I see everybody's basically saying, so we've hit tier 1. Let's get to the super chats.
Levistro has been a member for 6 months. I'm horrible at remembering to renew these.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, but you're not contractually obligated to, but we appreciate it.
You're not contractually obligated, but maybe you are because you did paragraph 2, section 4, the official assignment.
You roboted for all of that.
I was saying that did he read the official the paragraph 3, page 2 on the ASYLUM handbook rules or something?
I don't know. I didn't even know we had a handbook.
We don't. And yes, we're having internet issues. I really don't know why.
Product file for $5. Ironheart spoiler. Mephisto gets beaten by black girl magic.
I don't have that clip. I need to have that clip. I need to add it. Keep forgetting. I have stuff to do.
Levistro for $20. Mandarin, Soviets, Crimson Dynamo, Ironmonger, Hammer, almost all Iron Man villains for decades, fails at recreating Tony's suit. Some black chick succeeds from watching a monitor in college. F that.
Oh no, she doesn't watch a monitor in college. You see, what she does is she gets she reverse engineers his armor and posts it online as a dare.
And he calls her the D word for it.
That is actually in the comics. I kid you not. But also, since it was a $20 super chat, we have clips for that. Here we go. Here's the first one.
Thank you, Levisto. And Leo Fisher for $20. LOL, Raven, they did it. Greek tragedy. The Mephisto ex machina. Trapdoor opens and Mephisto rises from the floor. Ha ha ha.
And since we got another one, let's give this clip.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
That clip will never die.
Yep.
Proctifile for $2. Just reached tier 1. Thanks for the support, guys.
Yep, we reached tier 1, and we have a clip for that now. Okay?
Play the clip.
Hold on, I gotta get it.
Play
I
the
have
clip.
it, though. I'm playing it. Remember, we have to do in between.
Yes. Play the
Tier
clip.
1 has been hit. Here is the clip.
Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh!
I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does.
Roll my dice! That is what it does. Pot of Greed. Draw 3. I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. And I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. Then I play Magic Force, which allows me to play Pot of Greed once again to draw 3 additional cards from my deck.
And no, he's right. And I attack and I win, right?
No.
You don't have any. Well, you don't have any monsters, and my
he's
monsters
supposed to be here.
What? Oh, you got the Celtic Guardian.
My turn! I summon Dark Magician! I also summon Jack's Knight!
What? How? You can't summon a bunch of cards on one turn. It's against the rules.
You never saw this coming! I summoned Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does! It doesn't do that. That is what it does. It doesn't.
That's what it do, Yugi!
That does what it do!
That does what it do.
Pot of Greed!
It's a meme that, since Master of TDS comes from Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a meme that in the show, every time that card got played, they would explain that it lets you draw 2 cards, and they would just keep doing it over and over for like the entire show. And it's like, by this point, we understand what you're doing. Like, stop. So I thought it was funny because it's like, greed. You give us money. Greed. Pot of greed.
Yep. And speaking of greed, we got another super chat.
That's what it do.
We got another super.
I know, I see.
The Maze for $5. Remember, everybody had a cow when Michael Keaton was announced as Batman. He's too goofy, but boy, did he prove them wrong. Give SBC a chance.
SBC?
I don't know. Hold on, I gotta step out for just one moment.
She's gone. Hi. Yeah, give us money. That's basically what it was. It did poke fun at that. Oh, Sacha Baron Cohen. Okay, got it. Took me a minute. I was confused because we were talking about something. Thought we were talking about something completely different. So, but yeah. So that's clip. I will say, Tier 2's clip also has something to do with Pot of Greed, but it's a song. So we might not get there. Needs to be 300 to get there, but it's funny if we get there. So she'll be back. But yeah, everybody's saying it does what it do. Time to make that meme famous again if there was one. I'm also thinking that we get like what's it called? Maybe like a, what's it called?
I'm back.
We get like, you're back?
Mm-hmm. Hi.
I was thinking we get like a emote that's just the Pot of Greed, but we call it Pog.
But
So
in all
Goth
caps.
Pog.
It has to be in all caps.
Yeah, tier 2 would be Goth Pog. We get like a Pog champ, like pot of greed jar. We'd have to hire someone to make it, but that'd be
Or
hilarious.
you literally just take the card and remove the background.
No, but it needs to be like it's doing Pog. It needs to be funny.
I don't even know what that means.
Great. I'm waiting for the chat to get mad at you for not knowing what it means. No Brooklyn Rage. No. Tier 2 has Cat Raven. Yes, it does.
What is Pog? The only other Pog I know of is those little cute foxes you despise in Don't Starve Hamlet.
I'll DM you. Me or Raven? Oh.
Will someone
Frosty
please
Zero
explain
bought
it
a
to me?
sticker.
Thanks, Karasu, but will someone
And he
please
bought
explain it to me?
He bought a sticker and he bought a... You didn't have to do that.
Just because I
You're
said that no
nuts.
one buys our merch?
You're nuts. Why do I have like so many notifications? Okay. Hail chat, hail chair. Hey, chair's not there yet.
Now we need 500 to get to the chair.
I don't know what it means either. Okay, check DMs, Raven, says Proctophile.
Oh, it's a face. Okay.
I'm gonna look. Where is it?
In that little group.
Oh yeah, but we need a pot of greed that has a mouth like that. And we call it Pog for pot of greed. That'd be
It has to
hilarious.
be in all caps, but the Poggy, but you have to make sure it's in all caps.
I'll do whatever I can. Okay. All right, we're not close to tier 2. Just a disclaimer: tier 2. Basically, it's Pog Champ. It's Pog Champ. That's what it was.
Gotcha.
It's the Pog Champ meme, but we want to like take it and make it like the pot of greed. Just make the pot of greed with his mouth like open like that. That'd be hilarious. And just call it Goth Pog.
That would be funny.
Yeah, we're not close to tier 2. If you want to get there, it's only 300, and we have a funny song for that. If we don't get the chair stream, we won't get the chair stream. But that one should be easy to get to. It trust me, it will be worth it. I made a brand new song just for that. That's basically all about pot of greed.
So basically, we just need another $200 if you guys want to hear the new song.
I don't think we need 200. I think we need a little less.
Tier 1 is 100, tier 2 is 300. Therefore, we need 200.
Yes, I know. I think it's just a slightly bit less. I think it was
I
105.
said about.
Okay. Here, because because we're doing that here. This will summarize what we want.
That's the stuffings out of those ugly old piggybacks of yours! Come on, kids, give me all your money. It's for a good cause. Me! Come on.
There. Okay,
Pretty
let's get
please?
on to the next topic.
Pretty please?
Oh, wait, we actually have media therapy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We are going to react to the leaked teaser from Ironheart that shows Mephisto, and you guys can tell us whether or not you think it's real. Okay?
Sure.
But here we go. Media therapy. Here we go.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life
Like, you tell me, guys.
I don't think it's AI.
It looks a little bit too smooth to be AI to me. So, here. It looks real. It looks real to me.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I don't think it's AI.
That's what I'm saying. It's yeah, people are saying it looks too bad. It doesn't look good enough quality. Easy to make a fake of this, I get it. But it doesn't look like AI. This looks a little bit too smooth to be AI, but it's very blurry and very hard to tell.
Yeah.
Most people say it's not AI. I agree. I don't think it's AI. If it turns out that it is AI, it just goes to show you how bad Marvel quality is now that we can't determine whether or not it is AI or not.
Pretty much.
You'd think with Marvel, we should be able to determine this, but Marvel's quality has fallen so much that we can't tell anymore. That's the saddest part.
Yeah. Excuse me.
It's real because the pattern on his jacket isn't blending together. You're right. Then again, it's opening. Look at his jacket. Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's totally real.
Okay, that makes me think that it's real. Look at this. Look closely, guys. You see the cracks on him? As he moves closer, the cracks open. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm. Also, the fact that it's on a theater, that's on like a theater type screen, it would have to be a very, very advanced AI in order to make a fake video, but angle it in a way, and not to mention also copy cheers from people.
Look at that, though. That makes me think if you see its cracks are opening in his clothes as he walks, if it was AI, you'd be seeing it like blend together.
Mm-hmm.
That's not blending together. That's. I don't know. I honestly don't know. If somebody told me this was real, I would believe them. If someone tells me it's AI, I also kind of want to believe that.
Yeah.
But
really
that
hard to tell.
right there, that frame, as you see, the cracks expanding in his body, that I don't know.
Hmm.
I honestly don't know.
I think it's just way too many details for it to be AI.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It's
I'm talking about like the details outside of this clip.
But not even that. The details.
The person filming it, the shaky cam, the script, the cheers.
Here's the thing.
The audio quality.
If it was AI, we'd be seeing some like blurriness. It's not perfect. If you look at the cracks, they stay exactly in the same spot. They just open up. They don't blur.
Yeah,
so
I think it's real.
Makes me think that this is real.
Yeah, I think it is.
I honestly think this is real. I want to believe. Look, if it turns out that it's fake, I will be so happy. Because you think I want Mephisto in this? I don't want Mephisto in this. Screw that. But if I find out this is real, it will not surprise me. If I find out it's AI, it will also not surprise me. But like, this is too elaborate to me to look like AI. As you can see, things aren't shifting or blurring. It's possible. It's possible. But
the quality also isn't good enough to tell. So we're not going to be able to tell because of the quality.
Yeah, honestly, if it's fake, then Marvel needs to hire these people. Gosh, even if we're getting Mephisto, look, even if that turns out not to be him, I still think we're getting Mephisto.
Yeah. Kazushiro been a member for 33 months at the Manic level.
33 months, wow.
At Manic.
Thank you.
I'm willing to bet $2 it's not AI. Who's calling?
We'll see. We'll find out.
And Wandering Paladin has been a Disturbed member for 22 months. Blink, blink, too early. Goes back to bed.
Yeah. Look, maybe it's not. Maybe it is. It doesn't really matter. Again, I think the most important thing to take away from this is that we've gotten to the point where Marvel stuff, official Marvel footage, even recorded on a phone or leaked, looks real enough that you could be convinced that it's not AI and that it's actually Marvel. That's how bad the quality of this stuff has gotten. Imagine somebody recorded Iron Man, the first Iron Man, and leaked that on a phone. You'd be able to tell that it wasn't AI. I'm not saying back then we had AI, but the point I'm making is the quality has dropped so much that if I found out that was real, it would not surprise me.
Pretty much.
Footage quality is low, but uniformly. They'd have to fake CGI with AI, then to put it into a real theater and film it with a phone camera. I don't know.
Exactly. It's just too elaborate.
As I'm going to say this, okay? Either it's real, in which case, okay, or it's not real, in which case, also okay. But I'm going to say this, okay? I 100% think, whether this is real or not, that we are going to get Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto in this.
Honey? Proctor Bell just shared something with us. It's Pot of Greed with the pog face. Somebody
Where
made
is
it.
We can't steal that.
Why not?
It's someone else's.
Boo.
It also looks ugly. It looks like really ugly.
Pot of Greed in general is an ugly card.
Yes, but it'd be funny if it was like front facing with like arms coming out of the top and holding like its hands up in the air, like, huh? You know. It'd be funnier. I'm imagining the Pot of Greed with that face facing forward and having hands coming out of its like top, and it's like holding its hands up in the air, like, what? Show us. I'm not showing everybody. It's annoying. It's not good. Trust me. But what does Pot of Greed do? Well, you can find out if we get the tier 2, you can find out more. But okay. Let's get into our last topic here before the diagnosis.
Should we change our hats back for it?
Nah, I don't really think we're going to do a video on this one.
Okay. Should we change to blue screen then?
No, what? Leave it. I'm fine. I don't really want to do a video on this. We're going to be focused mostly on the Sleep Baby Inc. video. So.
Hooray.
Made it for a friend. I want like Pot of Greed that's like front facing with that mouth and has 2 hands coming out of its top of its rim. And they're holding its hand up in the air like, what? That's what I want. That'd be hilarious. Okay, let's get into our last topic before the diagnosis. I don't think we're going to hit tier 2, but we still can. If you want a new song, we have to hit that. If not, we'll move on to our next topic right now. Ready, honey?
Yes. Do it.
Okay, here we go. James Gunn's reboot shows Superman fly.
But fans still watch with a wary eye.
The trailer glows, the stakes are grand.
But trust runs thin in DC's own brand.
So I'm going to say this, okay? I know a lot of people have mixed opinions on Superman, and I'm not saying this trailer was perfect. However, this was more in line with the trailer that I actually wanted to see. That should have been the first one.
True.
Now, yes, Superman gets angry in it and yells at Lois, and there are things in it that aren't great. However, it has more of him being a hero than getting beaten up, which is what I wanted. I wanted to see him more as a hero first, instead of being the first couple things. The first is getting to see him laying in the ground, and the next one is see him getting beaten up by Crypto. You know, it's like, can we have him like being a hero first?
Yeah, it would have been nice because if the first things you're showing about your take on Superman is that he is beaten up, bleeding, injured, can't even move, and is getting attacked by his own dog. It doesn't sell a very good image of the mightiest man on Earth.
I get that Superman is not supposed to be like perfect. He's supposed to be like super, but he's also supposed to be like, a man in a sense. Not human, but like a man. So he's supposed to not be like invulnerable. He should have some weaknesses. But like when you're relaunching a brand, what you want to do is you want to sell me on the good qualities of the character and then hint at the bad ones. So for me, when I saw the first trailers, it was kind of like, I see a broken man being beaten up. And I kind of feel like that's the fandom, the DC fandom.
Yeah.
And look, I'll be completely honest. I am more of a Marvel fan. So for me, this movie is not a make or break. However, I wanted to be sold on it. And so when I saw the first couple trailers, I just didn't really care. This one didn't sell me on it, but I'm a little more open to the idea of it based off of this trailer. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think everything I saw in it was great. I think that some of the things I've been hearing about, rumors about it, about, Superman being trolled by space monkeys and whatever, that just sounds dumb.
Quite dumb.
So there were some things I liked.
Because my thought is, why monkeys?
Because James Gunn was canceled.
I mean, I know, but why specifically monkeys? Why?
He's trying to
if you have any, no, it's in the movie. If you're going to have anything, create a bot farm to use to harass someone. Why are you going to use monkeys? Why not use people?
Hey, you know that guy who gets mad at me online in Vietnam? Maybe they have a role for him. Hey, Vietnam guy, do you want to go over there? I'm sure I heard DC's hiring. They want a bot farm. You can go there, right?
You'd be able to make your money back.
They never hire him.
Yeah, no. He's too weird.
Imagine Superman being Superman disc tracks being circumposed over Dark Brandon clips. I'm debunking this. Don't ask. Long story short, there's a guy from Vietnam who hates me, and he'd basically be doing crazy things. So anybody who's just probably getting doesn't understand what we're talking about. But the point being, James Gunn is trying to take shots at people who made fun of him or canceled him or whatever. And look, I'm fine with a little humor. I just think this is going to be the launching point. And I say this because, yes, there were already other things in the DC universe, but this is the launching point. This is Superman. You need to get this right, and you need to do it well.
Yeah, and trailers did not convince me that it was going to be done well.
It did not convince me it was going to be done well. It made me kind of feel like I don't know this person.
You roboted again.
It makes me feel like I don't know this person. I see him and I'm going, who is this guy? Why do I care about him?
Yeah.
Because what's ending up happening is you're showing us a beat up Superman. And I'm like, okay, am I supposed to feel something here? I don't. I see a beat up person and I wonder, why am I supposed to care that he's hurt? Aside from the fact that you are telling me that he's Superman.
Yeah, I mean, show us the heroics first before you show him as something that's actually, dire to his existence. Do not open with the kryptonite.
I think that there are some things that this new trailer does better than the others, clearly. I think it's the best of the trailers we've gotten so far. I don't really know what to think about this movie. I'm not if it comes out and it's even okay, people say it's okay, I probably still won't see it. And it's not because I don't care. It's more because I want to see a good movie. If I'm going to go into theaters to see something, I need to know it's a good movie. It's going to be worth my time these days, especially given how expensive movie theaters are.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if this is a okay movie, I'm not going to go see it. It's just how it is. So I want to be sold. I want to be sold on this character and who he is before you sell me on him being beat up. Otherwise, I don't care. I see a guy screaming and shouting, and you're telling me he's Superman, care about him. And I'm like, no. You need to make me believe he's Superman before you can make me feel anything.
And the first couple trailers did not do that. This trailer also didn't really do that for me.
You got cut off.
None of the trailers so far have sold me on him being Superman. But maybe that's just because I'm still salty about Henry Cavill.
Maybe, but look, this could be good, and if it turns out to be good, great, then maybe we'll go see it. But for now, I'm not. I will say this trailer did hit me more than the others, but I look at this and I think, okay, you haven't repelled me, but you still haven't sold me. And if the third trailer out hasn't sold people on your movie, that's bad.
Yeah. But we'll see.
Yep, we will.
James Gunn isn't terrible with DC. I have seen the first few episodes of Creature Commandos, and it's not bad. It's actually not bad at all.
Look, it could be done well. He did a great job with Guardians of the Galaxy. It could be a great movie, but right now, the things I'm hearing about it don't get my hopes up. And to be honest, I'm just really tired of superhero movies, especially. I don't have superhero fatigue. I have bad movie fatigue in a sense where it's not even just that it's a superhero. It's that you take a superhero movie and you think, oh, it's a paint by numbers. I just paint these numbers. And it's okay, but then I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
I can go watch any of the other movies that have already done these same tropes but done it better. Why would I go into the movie theater and pay money to see the same paint by numbers thing for another superhero or another person that I don't care about?
That is a good question.
The answer, I don't. And that's why it's not interesting to me right now.
I agree.
We'll have to wait and see how this goes. Look, it could be a great movie. And if it does, if it turns out to be great, we'll say that. But for now, you haven't sold me yet. And if it's the third trailer you haven't sold me, that's bad.
I agree on that too. Oh well.
I think that's it.
I believe so.
Everybody's saying hot take they enjoy Man of Steel. I
also like Man of Steel.
I don't like Man of Steel. I think that it was not the best way to go about it. I don't think it was terrible, but I saw Man of Steel. I'm gonna say this. You know what killed Superman for me in the James Gunn universe? Okay. It was not Man of Steel. Do you know what it was?
You mean the Snyderverse?
Yeah. Batman versus Superman.
Master walked out of that movie.
I didn't walk out. We were watching it. I turned it off.
That's the same thing as walking out, honey.
No, but you misunderstand. I have watched movies to completion that I didn't like. It takes a very special kind of movie to make me I turned it on and I'm watching. It's like, oh, suddenly Lois knows he's Superman? How?
She did investigative research and found a classmate that he once saved.
Oh, okay. And when did this happen?
In Man of Steel.
Oh, okay. I didn't care. But regardless, it was just so boring. I couldn't understand what was happening, and I'm just like, I'm gone. I'm out of this. And to be fair, I'll give it this. Okay, not the same thing for Marvel too. I've had, for example, the Daredevil movie from Marvel. Daredevil movie. I had to turn that one off too.
And yet you sat through Where the Wild Things Are.
Yes. So look, again, I know some people like the movie, some people don't, and that's fine. But for me, that was what killed it for me. And to be fair, I'm going to make it very clear. I am a bigger fan of Marvel. So for me, Marvel is what gets me interested. So for me, it was never something that was going to pull my interest that much. So for me, if you want me to come see a DC movie, you need to sell it to me. You need to go right up in my face and say, here is why you're going to like this character. And this is what, not bluntly, but you got to show me why I should care. And if you can't show me why I should care, and I'm already someone who's not that inclined to go see these movies, I'm not going to go see it. Point blank. Just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Just checking a notification.
All right. I think we're good.
Yep,
we haven't
no
hit tier 2. I was hoping we would, but it's okay.
Oh, well. Maybe next week.
Yep. You haven't gotten to chair stream in a while either, but we'll see. Okay, let me get to the
poll.
The poll, and then we'll go in. Well, the poll, and then we'll go into the diagnosis, and then we'll end things off there. I know it's going to be a bit of a little bit more of a shorter stream than usual, but to be fair, we don't have a game therapy this week, and again, we have other things to get to as well, so it doesn't hurt. Okay. Let's get into this. All right, we have a poll that's still getting votes. I see people voting. Says clock into the night shift. Will Superman be a return to form? And leading with 33% is no. Fans will go up, up, and away. Followed by 31%. I steal myself for whatever outcome. Then followed by 23% social media monkeys maybe click. And then 13%, yes, the sky is the limit. Poll over. Tier 1 for 100, then 100 for each tier. But what do I know? I know. We've thought about it. The idea here is that we're trying not to make it super easy, because we don't want to have happen is we start a stream, we get 3 things, and we're already at tier 3. We want it to be something that is a prolonged thing. So originally we were doing 200, 400, and 600. We've lowered it down. We don't want to be like 100, 100, 100, because then it would make it too easy for people to just like one person to just be like, okay, I'm going to have all your tiers at once. And I mean, I guess that's possible, but we're thinking about it. Again, it's not a, yes, you have to do this. It's more of a fun thing that we could include. So that's the idea. Okay. We didn't hit the goal. That's fine. Okay. I think we're good. Right?
I believe so.
I think we're ready to go on to the diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to get into the diagnosis of the week right now.
And now it is time for the diagnosis of the week,
where we take events from the week and relate them to a mental illness.
Because Hollywood is full of them, and you should be aware.
And we have an interesting diagnosis for this week.
Do tell.
The diagnosis for this week is institutional betrayal trauma.
Please explain.
So institutional betrayal trauma occurs when institutions trusted to protect or support individuals instead of caused harm through negligence, manipulation, or exploitation. This trauma is amplified when loyalty is met with suppression, gaslighting, or repeated failures, leading to disillusionment and emotional detachment.
In relation to today's topics, with Spider-Man Noir, institutional trauma is exemplified as fans reacted with excitement to the teaser without knowing it was leaked, only to be hit with copyright strikes from Amazon, showing how punishing fan enthusiasm damages trust instead of protecting the brand.
With Ironheart, institutional betrayal trauma is exemplified as Mephisto, a long-anticipated villain teased in past projects, now appears to be debuting in Ironheart of all places, frustrating fans who dislike the show and see Marvel's silence as another act of narrative disrespect.
And with Superman, institutional betrayal trauma is exemplified as fans praise the trailer but remain concerned about the crowded cast, tonal choices, and bizarre rumors involving Lex Luthor using monkeys in social media, making it feel like DC is mocking criticism rather than honoring the legacy.
And that's why we feel this is a great diagnosis for this week.
I agree.
All right. I think we're pretty much good. We will consider the tiers. We might just do 100 per tier. Maybe might be easier.
Maybe.
We were trying to match the people, and again, we don't want to make it about money, but we wanted to just kind of get you guys involved more and give you guys something fun to kind of shoot for if you wanted to. That was kind of the idea behind it. So maybe we'll decrease it. I'll think about it. But right now, I think we're good. There's going to be an important video coming out some point this week. The Sweet Baby one is going to be coming out. We're hopefully going to be recording it soon. We've recorded it this morning, but we recorded it like last week.
We have to record.
What?
We need to re-record.
Yes, we need to record it, and we'll get to that. But yeah, so look forward. We'll probably put out one other video, maybe. It depends on how well the one that Sweet Baby Inc. one does and how long it takes to edit. Otherwise, we'll keep you guys posted on why we had to do an earlier stream today. Next week will be a normal stream, and we will let people know because there will be something coming up. Not next week, but the week after. So, and yeah, notice our stream seems to be more robotic today. I don't know why, but we will deal with it how we can. But thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate you all who came early. Make sure to like the stream and clock in before you clock out. And yeah. Otherwise,
bye.
TikTok, the stream ends with midnight chimes. Pixelated therapy, cross digital lines. Hit subscribe for the void to make sense. Comment your woes, a form of recompense. Like the shadows merge in the twilight's haze, our channel's a refuge, a weird therapy maze. Can't pay a shrink, we got you fam. Laughs and guidance in this goth jam. Like the video break, the algorithm style, share with your crew. Escape life's hell, from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace of humor as a cure. Own the night with our ghastly delight. Vendor of laughs in the negative light. darker than your overcooked roast. Sub to the channel that you love the most. Belt holes, it's the end time fair, but your issues, leave them right there. Strings of crypt, bury your dread. Return tomorrow for the undead.
I think it was Dostoevsky who said, later,